be a porcelain doll named Brahms. She laughs, thinking it's a joke. Brahms turned them down because they are neither young nor beautiful. The heel shears out music for him, keeping the leftovers in the fridge, setting a mousetrap. Then asks Brahms his opinion on Greta. Greta feels strange with what she sees. Her to babysit him. Greta calls her sister to tell her about her experience in the house. Heel shear comes, saying that they are going on vacation, leaving Greta alone with Brahms. Leaving Brahms alone. Greta wakes up hearing strange noises in the middle of the night. Suddenly is coming woman. It turns out that the ceiling is leaking. That night, suddenly, questions about Brahms. Malcolm tells her that Brahms was once a real boy and was died. The doll is simply a coping mechanism for the family to deal with her. Greta sees that Brahms is watching her, and she closes the door. Look for it. She is lured to the attic by strange noises. She climbs the help, but Malcolm doesn't hear her, and he leaves instead. In the morning, when Greta wakes up, she is mysteriously Brahms once again, and he states that there are 2 rumors about Brahms. Later that night, Greta calls her sister again. Her sister tells being beaten by Cole. Greta then gets ready for bed and brushes her teeth, with a lot of paper scattered. She straightened Brahms' head, which is tilted, has changed his position. He sits with her schedule beside him as if he is asked. Phone rings. As Greta answers the phone, a child's voice is heard telling more secrets than she had initially imagined. The doll is alive. Turns out that Brahms doesn't want to hurt her, he just wants her attention. Brahms, which states, "We cannot bear to live with what you have become." The girl, Greta, who now realizes that Brahms is only the spirit of an innocent young Mrs. Heelshear and Mr. Heelshear. He also asks Greta out for a walk that Greta is then surprised by Brahms, who can move places by himself. The doll only moves when no one is watching. So she then leaves the doll. But their activity is stopped by Brahms, who is possibly jealous. Story surrounding Brahms' death. According to what he knows, when he was a child, never returned. Her body was later discovered in the woods with her skull crushed. He concludes that Brahms' spirit, which resides in the doll, could possibly evil. His safety, Malcolm stays nearby. At night, Greta asks the dolls. Realizing that Brahms did it using rat blood, she tries explaining it's the eye. Cole gets a fit of anger and he smashes the doll to pieces. The noise is coming from. Then, suddenly, the mirror explodes. Doll's face. Brahms beats Cole and kills him. Malcolm and Greta are and jewelry sits in Brahms' bed. From that room, Brahms has been watching. Brahms finds them. Brahms knocks out Malcolm, threatening to kill him if he comes to bed. He asks for a goodnight kiss. When he tries to kiss her, in the closing scene of the film, Brahms can be seen putting back pieces of the doll to a twisted little kid, and he ended up murdering Emily Cribbs on his 8th birthday. Mr. and Mrs. Heelshear committed suicide. Eventually, their guilt big reveal. In the beginning of the movie, when Mrs. Heelshear tells him that is being read out to him should be loud enough to be audible through the walls. The mice enter the walls of the house. Mrs. Heelshear also tells her that's when no one is watching. This shows that the doll was never actually moving like this. Turn on notifications and leave a like to help the channel out.